When you write your test cases, if you write them in a tool like Google Sheets, this tool is not created for test management. So in this case, not all the abilities of software testing are available inside this tool. You don't have, for example, traceability. You cannot add those test cases to a test cycle and see a report that gives you information about those executed test cases. This is why we will use a tool that's called Zephyr Scale in order to write our test cases. This is a famous tool, many companies use it. So in order to use Zephyr Scale, we need first to use Jira. So I will go to Jira website, sign up, and then integrate Zephyr Scale with Jira. So let's use a disposable email. Okay, this is a temporary email. Let's copy the email that we get and then sign up with it. So here in Atlassian, I will click on get it free. And after this, copy, next. So I will use this email, agree, and then I will check my inbox in order to verify the signing up. Here I will verify my email. Of course, you don't have to use a disposable email. You can use your real email in the sign up process. Here let's click on mountains or hills, verify, and now we are inside the tool. So let's create a website. Let's call it Software Testing Bootcamp 2023. This is the name of my website. So anyone who I will invite to the website will access it from this link. So now he is asking me some questions in order to create a project for me, but I will skip all those questions. I need to create a project from scratch based on my preferences. I wanted to mention a small point here. So mostly when you work inside a company, you will not create a project in Jira, okay? You will just be invited to a project and work as a software tester inside it, okay? So sometimes you will sign up to Jira, you have your email, and the manager will ask you to give him your email in order to add you to the project. And also sometimes they will create a work email for you, and in this case you don't need to sign up. They will just give you the credentials of the email and you will sign in using it. Here also he's asking me some questions in order for him to recommend a specific type of a project for me. I will also skip those questions, okay? And now I will create my project. Let's create it and call it, for example, project 1, and let's create it as not Kanban. Yes, I need Scrum project, okay? We will explain later what is Scrum and create the project. Here, if I need to integrate any other tool, but now I don't need integration, and now I'm inside my project. So in order to add test case writing to Jira, those are the steps that we will go through. So Jira itself does not include test case writing functionality, okay? So here at the top, we have something that's called apps. If I click on it, okay, so I don't need a tour in Jira, okay? So here, like we said, I will click on apps. Those are the apps. I will say explore more apps, and let's search for Zephyr Scale. Here I will write down Zephyr Scale. So here a very common mistake that is done by testers is that they choose Zephyr Squad. There is a difference between them, so we will use Zephyr Scale, okay? And of course, Zephyr Scale is also not free like Jira, but both of them are free if you have less than 10 members inside your company, okay? So like you see here, first there is all explanation of the tool. It is scalable. It gives you traceability and reporting. It has also test automation and many other functionalities that we will discuss together. So let's try it free. Start free trial. Like you see, he says estimated is 0 per USD per month. Why? Because my plan is 1 to 10 users. Okay, if I have more than 10 users, I will pay for the tool. So he is adding the Zephyr Scale to my project. We will tell you when your app has been added. Okay, so let's close. Let's go back to our project and see is it added or not. So let's open our project here. It is not added yet. We will just wait a couple of minutes and then it will be added to our project. So now the Zephyr Scale is added to my project. If I click on it, so like we see here, it will be ready for working. Sometimes it takes a long time to load, sometimes it doesn't load. The tool has some issues. Until now, I tried it in many projects. It includes some issues, but it is working. It is getting our job done. And until now, most of companies didn't find a tool that is better than Zephyr Scale in managing our test projects.